please give it up for the greatest comedy and show of all time!
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight to the greatest comedy show in the world and of all time. Woo! We've got a great lineup for you tonight. Before we do that, let's cover some housekeeping. If you want drinks, you got QR codes on your table, or you can go to the bar, or they'll also come around the corner here, wave a light, and you can flag them down and look grab you a drink. If you need to use the toilet, go down that hall, out the hallway, and to the right, and the code is 3374. Perfect. So yeah, we got a great lineup for you guys tonight.
We do.
We have a stand-up tonight, Ben Daly.
John Daly. We just brought a drunk golfer to come perform stand-up.
Ben Daly's going to be your stand-up tonight, and we got some great improv called And Friends. And we're going to do some sketches for you. So give us a round of applause, and we'll get that started for you.
All right, guys, we've got 4 minutes until we. All right, we've got 4 minutes until we need to submit our draft pick. So who here is going to be the next Denver Knight?
Yeah, I think we gotta go with Tyrese Proctor, right? Chris without a Duke. You know, frankly, I think we gotta get Jokic supported by all those amazing guards we possibly can.
That'd be great, but he was just drafted.
And just like think about how he's gonna improve the bench. I mean, like just the rotation is gonna be so much.
Yeah, I
better.
know. I just said. Never mind. What do you think, Andy?
Oh, crap. They called on me. How do I tell them I accidentally brought my kid's backpack instead of my notes? Yeah. Oh, how about, Archduke Franz Ferdinand?
What?
Yeah, it says right here he's real powerful and great rebounder.
Are you serious?
You really think this dude can play?
Oh, no. He's new to the game, but he shows a lot of potential.
Ah, well, you know, taking an unknown player here would be a bit of a risk, but if it pays off, I'll be a legend.
Isn't he dead?
Oh, damn it! I got bad news. Archduke Franz Ferdinand has been assassinated.
Ah, shit!
That's why he wasn't on our board.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, who else you got?
Oh.
Yeah. Why don't you go look and see who else is in there? Huh?
How about Ticonderoga?
Interesting. What position?
Number 2. Two guard.
All right, well, what's he look like?
Tall and skinny?
Now, that's a basketball player.
Are you just describing a pencil?
Oh, who do you want, Michael Jordan? God, I love this guy. Who else you got?
Jansport.
Jan?
He holds everything together.
No more turnovers.
The eraser?
A defensive stalwart.
Oh, my boy Elmer.
Hey, a real glue guy to keep the locker room together.
Oh, how about the outsider?
Ooh, 3-point range.
How about Mr. Cable?
Shut the fuck up, Andy!
All right, I got it. How about Jordan?
Call it in. Michael Jordan it is.
Check. All right, are you guys ready for your stand-up performer for tonight? Give it up for the hilarious Ben Daly!
One more time for Zach, everybody. Keep it going for him. It's good to be here. Thank you guys for being here. I'll start off by telling you guys a little bit about me. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I have a lot of food allergies. That's the unique thing about me. Yeah, I have a very weak body. No, because of that, I have to go to the grocery store and buy all the healthy food, which, I don't know if you guys have seen the price of health foods nowadays, but it is unbelievably expensive. Like, it's so expensive, it's basically to the point where if you have food allergies and you don't make a lot of money, you just gotta swell up sometimes. You just gotta learn how to drive while your eyes are swollen shut. That's what my life is. Now, here's the worst part about it. They're actually not even food allergies, they're all food sensitivities. Yeah, do you guys feel how you started to dislike me a little bit more after I said that? People do not respect food sensitivities at all. Like, if I'm going to a party and someone hears that I'm allergic to gluten, they'll be like, Ben's allergic to gluten, don't put it in the gravy. But if that same person hears that I'm sensitive to gluten, they'll be like, Ben's sensitive to gluten, don't tell him we're putting it in the gravy. Tastes way better with the flour, and we don't really care about his little tummy ache. So, it sucks. I don't know if any of you guys have sensitivities, but it is so awkward and pretentious to tell people about it. Literally every time I go to a restaurant and order a gluten-free meal, they always ask the same thing. They go, is it an allergy or is it a preference? And then like an asshole, I have to be like, actually, it's a little bit of both. Yeah, if you mess up my order, I'm not going to die, but if someone wants to have sex with me later, I will have to pass. So, if you cannot do that, that would be awesome. That would be a big deal for me. It's good, though. Good to be back in Denver. I just got back like last week from visiting my parents, and the big news while I was home is my dad just bought a gun. Which look, I think is kind of funny because my dad is legally blind. I'm not even kidding. He's never been able to drive a day in his life, but the government was like, how about a shotgun? You were blind, so everything is self-defense. He used to try playing catch with me when I was a kid, which I appreciated very much, but there's only so many times you can hit your dad in the face with the baseball before you're like, I think I want to play soccer. I think I'd like to try a different sport. It was weird being up. It was good seeing my parents, but I had a weird run-in. I ran into my ex-girlfriend from college, which was very awkward. That was an awkward relationship. I remember we were like 2 years into the relationship before she ever farted in front of me. And for some reason, she like freaked out. She like panicked. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. And I was like, it's fine. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to judge you for something that we all do. And then, I swear on my life, the very next day, she shit her pants in my bed. And I was like, things are moving way too fast. I was like, maybe I should have judged that fart a little bit. Maybe I should have pretended to care. Farts are funny. Shits are alarming. They are a lot to take in outside the context of a bathroom. So what I'm trying to say is, I need to stop joking about that. She has IBS, and that's on me. I shouldn't have. You know, that's a good way to really kill a joke. You just go, you know what? I shouldn't talk about that. And you guys are like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. It's good, though. I've been having a weird year so far. Went to therapy for the first time a couple months ago. Anybody here? Clap your hands. Anybody here in therapy? Okay. I'm just working on ourselves. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I felt about it. It was a very weird experience. Here's what happened. The very first day I went in, the first thing the therapist did was he handed me a piece of paper that had a bunch of emoji faces on it. And he asked me to circle the one that best described how I felt. And I was like, I can just tell you. I was like, I'm sad. I'm not unable to speak. That irritated me a little bit, but what irritated me even more was the fact that the emoji sheet had a smiley face on it. I was like, who the hell is going to therapy day one? Like, that's me, feeling pretty good. Honestly, I was just looking for a reason to get out of the house. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good recently, and wanted to come share that with a professional. So, here's $200. All right, I guess that was maybe more of just an honest thing I said to you guys than a joke. That's good. It's good. It's good being up here doing jokes, and you're like, you know what? They're not all jokes. Sometimes it's just me going, here's some problems I have, and I'd like you guys to hear about it. I will tell you guys a little bit more. I sell fans for my day job. That's what I do. Yeah, look, I've just always been really passionate about air circulation. That's something honestly, I remember when I was like 5 years old, there's a really windy day, and I was like, you know what? I would like some more of that in my life, if I can get it. No, obviously that's sarcasm. I could care less about the job. I work for a company where our biggest competitor in the industry is a company called Big Ass Fans. This is not a joke. This is a real company. You can look it up. Big Ass Fans. And they are such a big company that inevitably pretty much every sales call I'm on, at some point the customer will ask, what's the difference between your company and Big Ass Fans? And then I'll have to be like, well, for starters, our company wasn't named by a 12-year-old. But secondly, we will sell you fans of all ass sizes. We don't discriminate, you know? If you would like a tiny little pancake ass fan, I will sell that to you. I will take your money. I will say this, I'm gonna get fired soon, though. I suck at the job, I hate it. I'm not looking forward to what's to come, finding another job. I'm so bad at interview. Clap your hands if you like interviews at all. I don't know why you would, but not if you like it, if you're good at interviews. Clap your hands if you're good at interviews. All right, my people, here we go. I am so bad at every interview. I've had so many bad interviews. I'll tell you guys about one of the first interview I had out of college. It was at Taco Bell. It wasn't for a job at Taco Bell. It was just at a table inside a Taco Bell. Yeah, you can just go in there and talk if you want. You don't even have to eat anything. But it's for one of those pyramid scheme companies that just randomly hit me up. They're like, we got your resume. We're super excited. We're very impressed. And I was like, how are you impressed? I was like, I graduated with a 2.5 GPA, and the only thing I'm specialized in is feeling anxious. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to help your company out. But I was desperate, okay? I was desperate this time. I just got out of college. I needed a job. So I took the interview, and I remember I drove to this nice office building. I park in the parking lot. I go to the office building. And when I got into the lobby, this man stops me. He goes, my name's Steve. I'm going to be interviewing you today. We're actually going to go back out to the parking lot. We're going to get in my car. We're going to drive around for the interview. And I was like, that's a red flag. I don't like that. I don't know if you guys have ever done an interview going 80 miles per hour, but I didn't like that. It was the one and only interview I've ever done that started with somebody going, buckle up. I was like, all right, I'm either going to get a job or I'm going to get murdered. And honestly, I lived with my parents at that time, so I was like, either one works. I can't live there anymore. But we're driving down the highway. First question he asked me, he goes, I want you to name off your 3 greatest weaknesses. And before I even thought about it, I just started saying stuff. I was like, I'm not very assertive. I always email instead of call. And I couldn't think of a third thing, so I just said, I'm not productive after lunch if I eat carbs. And he was like, what? He goes, I've never heard that one before. I was like, yeah, well, I've never done an interview in a car before, so I'm a little scared right now. He then started telling me about the perks of the job. And I swear to God, one of the perks he told me about was that the office has a water cooler available so employees can get water at any point throughout the day. And I was like, well, if free water is considered a perk, then I am terrified to hear about your benefits package. I swear to God, I was just waiting for him to be like, we don't offer health coverage, but if you do get really sick, I will rub your belly. So it's pretty awkward, but my hands are very soft. Then he asked me, the next question, he goes, it wasn't a question, he goes, I want you to tell me about the best way to advertise a product. So I tell him a bunch of things, I'm like TV, internet, I'm just saying a bunch of stuff. And then we come to a stop in a neighborhood, and he goes, actually that's incorrect. The right answer is door to door. And I was like, son of a bitch. No wonder you were impressed with my resume. I got trapped. And so for the next hour, we just go door to door to all these poor souls in this neighborhood. And I swear to God, I just watched everybody in this neighborhood completely reconsider their position on the Second Amendment. Like, I'm not kidding you. Everybody, they would open the door, I could see in their eyes, they were like, we need to get a gun. We cannot have these Jehovah's Witnesses roaming freely in our yards like this. One lady invited us in. I told her, I go, no thank you. I was like, I'm just following this guy around, and I promise you, you're not going to like what he's about to say. So, I'll just save you some time. We don't have to go in there. So we finished terrorizing this poor neighborhood. We then go to the fancy sit-down restaurant known as Taco Bell, and we sit down, and for 30 minutes, I just watched a man eat a Crunchwrap Supreme. I was like, is this an interview, or am I just hanging out with this guy on his lunch break? I didn't know if I should ask him questions about the salary or if I should just order a Baja Blast. So I was so confused. And then I'm not kidding, he started writing on a piece of paper like the whole hierarchy of the company. He holds it up and I swear to God, it's just a pyramid. And he goes, what do you think? Do you want to be a part of the team? And I am not a confrontational person, so I said, absolutely. I would love to do this. And I wanted to say no, but I don't know if you guys remember, this man was my ride back to my car. I was like, I can't just say no and then be stuck at a random Taco Bell. I had to be like, yeah, I would love to knock door to door and do whatever we're doing here. So then he takes me back to my car and he's like, all right, can you start tomorrow? And again, I said, absolutely. I got in my car, I drove home, I never spoke to that man again. He called me about 100 times, and that made me more anxious than I've ever been in my life. But that's what I'm trying to say is I need comedy to work out for me. I cannot do another interview. I'm so bad at them. It is good though. I see a lot of you guys drinking in here. I'm a big fan of drinking. I'm not a big fan of going to parties. I get very anxious at parties, and I think the reason is because the first party I ever went to in high school, it got busted by the cops. Almost everybody there got arrested for underage drinking. I was super lucky. I was not arrested, but that's only because by the time I took the sobriety test, the breathalyzer had broken. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever prayed and then 30 seconds later watched your breathalyzer get defeated by the Lord. But I'm a pretty big Christian now, so... No, here's what happened. A couple hours before the cops got there, I shotgunned like 4 beers, which I'm sure you guys familiar with shotgunning? 2 cool ladies in the back. All right, that's... Well, look, if you're not familiar, it's just when you stab a beer can with the key and watch that beer spill all over the carpet. That's pretty much all it is. It's actually not even that cool. But a couple hours after that, eventually someone yelled out cops, someone upstairs. I was in the basement. And everybody in the basement scattered to find a hiding spot. But unfortunately in the basement, there weren't any good hiding spots. So the best I could find was like an HVAC unit that was up against the wall. And the best I could manage was getting like half of my body behind it. So half of my body was hidden, but the other half was not hidden at all. And then I just watched the cop's flashlight come down the hallway and turn directly into my face. And as soon as the flashlight hit my face, I just said, "You found me." Just the saddest response ever. So the cops took me from that room to the main basement room where everybody was getting processed. And eventually it came down to just me and my friend left in the breathalyzer line. And for some reason, I remember we played a game of rock, paper, scissors to see who went next. My friend did rock, I did paper. I was like, paper beats rock, you're an idiot. And then the cop was just like, yeah, you don't get to choose. He waved me up. I blow the breathalyzer, it comes back a .00, and I was a little bit drunk, so I had to stop myself from being like, do you want me to blow again? Because that is definitely incorrect. So then I had to call my parents. Everybody there had to call their parents, like whether they were in trouble or not. It's like 1 a.m, my mom picks up, I go, Mom, I'm at a party that got busted by the cops, and I blew a .00. And she started freaking out. She goes, oh my God, so you didn't drink anything? And I said, I blew a .00. No more questions. So then I went upstairs to wait for my parents to get there, but I was paranoid because there's like another level of cops up there. I was scared they're gonna smell the alcohol in my breath and they're gonna test me again. So what I did is I went into the bathroom, I pumped some hand soap on my hand, and I lathered it on my tongue. Yeah, because of my stupid 17-year-old brain, I was like, I can probably stay out of trouble if I just eat some soap. Also, even if they catch me, they'll probably be like, looks like he's already punished himself. So eventually my parents get there, and as I'm walking out, the cop at the door stops me, and he goes, son, you made a good decision tonight not drinking. And he stuck his fist out to dap me up. But I was a little bit drunk, so instead of dapping him back, I just covered his fist with my hand. And as I walked out, the only thought I had in my head was just like, paper beats rock, bitch. Gotcha. That's all I'm telling you. You guys have been super fun. Give it up the other side, everybody.
The doors are closing. Please keep clear and hold on for departure to all A gates.
Hey lady, nice purse you got. someone stole it.
Somebody help me.
I will.
You saved me.
That's why it's important to hold on while the train is moving.
However can I repay you?
I've got an idea. Let me take you to dinner.
Well, where would we go?
Auntie Anne's Pretzels. See Gates.
I've never had a big city pretzel before.
This is Denver Broncos legend, John Elway.
Back off, John. She's mine. You know, after the pretzels, maybe you could ride me.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, hold on, please. We are now approaching the station for all A gates.
Well, that's my stop. How do I call you?
Dial 20000 for customer service.
All right, train. Well, maybe I'll see you around someday.
The doors are closing.
What are you doing, Amelia? You finally meet the perfect guy and you're just gonna let him glide away? He might get around with other people, or be a little off the rails, or be a literal train. But you finally made a connection.
The doors are closing. Please keep clear and hold on for departure to all B gates.
I've got to go after him. Wait! I've never felt this way about anyone before. I love you, DIA Tram.
The train is arriving.
This fall, Warner Brothers presents a love story that's off the rails.
Lady and the Tram.
Please give it up for our friends and friends. What's up? How you guys doing? We're gonna do a little improvisation for you. So that means we're making this shit up on the spot. So if it's bad, we think it is too. Can we get a suggestion of a location that might fit on this stage?
Water park.
A water park, a corner store, an elevator, a camping spot. Cool. I like all of those. We'll figure it out. All right. Plenty of beer. If you guys want some beer, just in the cooler. The Yeti, I should say. Oh, well, I didn't impulse buy. I didn't impulse spend $260 just to say it's a cooler, you know?
It's the REI still. I get
Yeah.
it. They got
Not
it.
enough room for non-alcoholic seltzers, though.
No, it's. Can I take a seat actually?
Yeah, you know what?
You got mine.
Me cost
You
you a
got mine.
seat.
You got any Mike's Hard?
Oh, yeah. We got regular and we got strawberry.
I like grape.
You like grape?
Grape Mike's Hard.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I'm trying to set up a really nice time. I got this reservation at Yosemite like 2 years ago. You know what? I gotta hit the pisser. You guys think about what you want out of this trip, okay?
I want Grape Mike's Hard.
I'm trying to bring us closer. Things have been weird since high school.
I'll say that motherfucker. I really think he's a communist. I thought about it.
You think he's a communist? He's uptight as hell. Oh my god, that is such a communist thing to be.
You know where Grape Mike's Hard is made? Russia. Used to be. I don't know, communism, right? I think, yeah.
You know what I also think?
What?
I think he's cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think he's cheating on
think?
his girlfriend. Yeah, why didn't he invite Marissa?
That
He
is
planned this
super
whole fucking
suspicious.
trip,
Yeah.
and Marissa was like the center of our high school group.
Yeah.
She's not here.
Yeah.
She was the organizer, really.
Yeah, she was the organizer. All my emails came from her.
Fuck, there's only single ply in there.
You know what?
That did not go well.
I should have taken a shit before we got here. I told you guys we should have stopped at a Maverick. 7-Eleven doesn't have bathrooms.
Go!
7-Eleven does have bathrooms. They're just not kept up.
I don't have cell service. I don't have cell service.
Just take a seat and breathe, bro.
Calm down.
I will ask them if he can boost the antenna so you can get cell service.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you, Derek.
You're welcome, Terrence.
Can we just talk about the grape thing that he said
That
earlier?
don't
That's
exist.
fucked
They don't
up.
fucking
I don't know
exist.
anyone whose favorite flavor is grape.
Can I say something? While you were gone, you said something really weird about you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. But he called you a communist. Oh, what the fuck?
He knows. I'm ruined.
Calm down.
You're not communist. You're not communist.
Hey, yeah, let's just digress back to the thing you were saying. What are you saying about grape? What were you saying about grape? I heard you say something about grape.
It's the worst flavor.
Yeah,
It's my least favorite
yeah,
flavor.
yeah. If I was a communist, though, would that be bad?
No,
Would that be a
No,
problem?
we would accept you if you were a communist.
We would be like
It was
chill
great.
about it, right?
We would still invite you to barbecues and we'd hang out. You'd still be my friend, my comrade.
Okay, well, some places have antennas. He won't do it. He won't boost his signal.
Are you serious?
No, he said, what do you think this is? I said 7-Eleven.
Oh shit!
What?
My girlfriend's calling.
Wait, you have cell service out here?
I do.
I can't text Marissa.
Well,
Yeah.
Can I use your phone when you're
Oh
done?
shit! I really gotta take this. She's pregnant. Anyway.
What the hell, Canal?
How come that's the first time we heard about her girlfriend being pregnant?
Because she's a liar. A big one. You remember back when I was on the football team? She said that she came to my game, the one where I dropped the 40 bomb, right? Guess what? She was never there.
Why does that bother you so much? There was like 70,000 people there.
Because secretly, I've had a crush on her.
Whoa! I knew it! I knew it!
I know, on New Year's 2 years ago, when we were playing Timber by Kesha on repeat.
I almost
just that-
said I had a
just
crush
that-
on you.
Yes!
Yeah.
I knew. I was standing there and I didn't think I was supposed to be a part of that conversation either.
You weren't. You were in the corner of the room staring and listening at us.
I had some
But
bad
I didn't say anything.
Maybe we can change things this weekend. That baby needs a real
She's-
daddy. That baby needs a daddy. She's 5! She's 5!
Hey,
Oh!
what are you doing?
The lack of grape Mike's hard.
We
I've
all
come
love
around. I've
grape.
come around.
Anyway, bro, I'm sorry for lying to you. Here's my phone. I have Verizon. Yeah, that's why I was able to get the cell signal.
You think it's BIOS? You think the lines out here are
It's
BIOS?
Verizon's BIOS. It's BIOS.
Yeah, it's probably BIOS.
Yeah.
It's probably underground. They don't even have many lines out here.
Yeah.
To go to the.
You got it, bud. You got it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting emotional.
What made you switch over to a razor?
You know, my girlfriend, she freaking beats me down. She said.
What? She
Oh,
beats
she
you?
beats you?
She beats you?
I should believe you guys. Wait,
What?
What if
I should
you-
believe my girlfriend. She's pregnant. Okay.
That's a perfect reason.
It gets worse.
Who's gonna be the baby's daddy?
Me? What? What are you talking about? Who's gonna be the big? What? Is it because I'm a woman?
I'm an listen.
No, I'm an actual woman, and I'm saying that you should leave your pregnant wife.
Think I would be a good father?
No, because I'm pregnant. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick walk. I got a lot more work to do in that moment than I thought I
Yeah. Do you need a cell phone? I can
No,
wait.
no, I'm
take
gonna,
turns.
no, I'm
Hey,
just
how
gonna
far
go
are
to
you
the
gonna
woods.
walk? Because that Walmart might have brakes in my car. It's only a mile away.
So I'm just gonna sing row your boat a couple times. Come back.
Okay.
Man, things are getting tense.
Her panic attacks are stressing me out.
Yeah.
She had a panic attack on the way here because she thought she saw a snake outside of the 7-Eleven.
That's what she's gonna find. We're in the woods.
It's just a garden snake. They're not venomous.
Oh.
Honestly, I think we should put a brand on her.
I'll dress up like a snake. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how, but we can do it.
That was fast. How many times did you sing the song?
I sing really fast in my head.
You're singing in your head.
Yeah, it's like I sing on like 3 times speed. I process really fast.
Is Marissa's number still saved in here?
Yeah, it's my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call her real fast.
Okay.
Well, tell her we said hey and we wish she was on the trip that she's scheduled.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You do that, bud.
Yep. Okay. All right.
One step away from Vladimir Putin. I'm telling you. Look at how he holds technology.
Why would you notice something like that?
The razor contact was heinous.
Yeah.
The razor
You
phone.
can use whatever
That's a
phone.
cool phone.
It felt a little bit classist to me.
Yeah. If they made a smartphone that was a Nokia brick, I would fucking buy it.
Hey, I would throw that fucking brick in his head because he's being an ass. Also, wait, why doesn't he think that I still have Marissa's number saved in my phone? We were literally best friends in high school.
Yeah,
I thought she was coming on this trip.
best friend. I know. We all thought she was coming on this trip.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Probably us.
Could you imagine? Imagine talking about your best friends like that.
Could you imagine if we were like not impeccable with our word in that way?
Are you having another panic attack?
I'm
What
not
do you
about the
need?
panic attack.
What do you need?
I just would be like when we were all talking about each other behind each other's backs, that would be really
I
bad.
think you need water. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need
Yeah,
water.
sorry.
You need your alcohol.
Yeah.
Take the water.
That's why I actually switched to non-alcoholic. Is the panic
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's actually no alcohol, and I haven't had any coffee today. It's all water.
You might want to partake. I think you might want to take either alcohol, coffee,
Wait,
or
what
drugs.
kind
What?
She's shaking literally right now. She's trembling.
She's in
No.
withdrawal. I've seen it before. Maybe.
Can you hand me the alcohol?
No.
Take my mics hard. It's
Yeah.
regular.
This book.
Love you. Hey, dude. Just you'll see Marissa's number in there.
Yeah, it's safe.
How are the rations looking? Friends?
The ration?
Yeah, the drinks, yes.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
We
Why
should
call it
start
rations?
drinking.
Why
That's
do you
how.
call it rations?
Yeah.
Oh! You want a little vodka for your
Yeah.
water?
Well, this is a Mike's Heart, but if you could just put some vodka at the very top, I think that would help a lot.
Okay, can I be honest? Can I be honest here? I don't think she should be having alcohol. I'm saying this as a new
Okay.
father, a
Okay.
potential new father. Should take care of
I
her.
should have alcohol. Does anyone have weed?
Maybe try the water that you gave to our friend.
Yeah,
maybe
I
try
don't know
switching
how
the
many
drinks.
things I'm carrying right now.
Good. Okay, hold on. But I'll put this one. So would you talk to
Yeah, she's came down with a cold. And
Cheers.
we broke up.
You broke up like right now?
Kind of. I told her that I've been cheating on her.
What? Okay.
This Russian chick.
I think he's talking about having cheated on
Don't tell them.
Marissa.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I will support
overheard
you as a
Russia.
dad.
No, fuck you. You was a fucking communist.
Let's just support each other then. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, here's that vodka.
Oh, cool. That's great.
What were you guys talking about?
We were
We were just-
I was
it was-
handing for
was
everything that was
We
holding.
just think it took all of our brain. It was a lot.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
Tell them about Ivanka.
Tell us about Ivanka.
And tell us about yourself and your political leanings. Just say it.
Remember how I was born in an orphanage? I told you it was in the middle of Illinois.
On the farm?
You talked
It
about
was actually in the USSR.
Damn it! No!
That wraps up the 6th inning with the San Diego Padres beating the Colorado Rockies 21-0, which is a real score that actually happened. That brings us to the most exciting event of tonight, the 7th inning stretch, which means it's time for a little baby racing. Hey, come on, people! First baby coming to the stage is Andrew Davis, escorted by his mother, Marcia. Andrew weighs 7 pounds, 3 ounces, and loves applesauce. Our next baby is little Andrew Timothy, escorted by her father, Trevor. Andrew weighs 6 pounds, 2 ounces, and needs his naps where he gets a little cranky. This is true. And last but certainly not least, Gina Ewers, escorted by her 20-time champion son, Baby Ricky. Baby Ricky. Play Baby Ricky's song? Sorry, Baby Ricky. One more time for Baby Ricky. Baby Ricky! Isn't he adorable? Baby Ricky weighs 180 pounds, 6 ounces. And loves a good Coors Light. Of course, if I were his mother, I wouldn't let him drink those. But apparently it's the beverage of champions.
Long time no see, David. Come on, Ricky.
Good luck to your son.
My kid's gonna fucking smoke y'all in the dirt.
Hey, you know what? That baby's taking something.
Yeah, he's on good genes and creatine. Smoke y'all so bad you're gonna put her up for adoption.
Oh, Gina's coming out a little hot there. Okay, and remember, folks, I am taking side bets on anyone willing to bet against Baby Ricky. Okay, this little boy's that's going to be worth a lot, sir. This little boy's made me a lot of money, and not just me personally. But since he started his 20-tour run, he's been selling out the entire Rockies stadium, giving us all anything to cheer about.
Hey, how many followers your kid got?
My kids don't use social media.
Lame. Why doing their cross-platform? He's huge in Vietnam.
So, how old is your baby?
He's a baby.
Yeah, but like how old?
I don't know, fucking baby age.
Alright, well, I can't he speak?
Oh yeah. Hey Ricky, give him a little goo goo gaga.
I'm a little babe.
He said that like he was turned on. Turned
how about I get you a juice box so you shut your yappo? Now watch my baby go to work.
Okay, babies, let's get to the starting line. And of course, I mean, parents spring their babies. They're babies. They have no idea what I'm saying.
Come on, little baby.
Uh-oh! Looks like baby Ricky's doing his pre-race jog. Hey, remember, folks, you can get discount Coors Light by whispering the secret passcode to your bartender, Ricky's thirsty. Now let's get this race underway.
Good luck, Andrew.
Daddy believes in you.
Snatch souls, take no prisoners.
And they're off! Baby Ricky's taking a sweet time. Madam, I'd just like to remind you that is a baby. There we go. You who can be next? Yeah, that's one cool baby. Oh, looks like he's ready to take off, folks. Look at you, little baby. Oh, looks like that's victory number 21 for this guy. Oh, another victory for our sweet boy, baby. Baby Ricky, what message do you have for all your fans out there?
Baby Ricky made a bam bam and he died.